I want to start with Kareem, actually. Please jump on mic. I'm going to start a little conversation, get me, and just get to know who we are and what's going on. Why is this person even here? Beautiful.
Sure, man.
So I usually start this thing with the same question. It's like, why do I even know you?
I feel like the first time I met you was CRS Studio, probably.
Alright, so the Community Studio Centre back in Nuts, innit?
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, probably about 10 years, maybe longer than that.
It's definitely longer than 10,
Yeah,
bro.
longer than that. Yeah. And probably like 30, in fact, 10 years, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, probably 13, 14.
Alright, so CRS is like a recording studio in, I would call the heart of Nottingham, being Ville. If you hear any folk career, it happened over there. Like, and if it's not over there, he was born there. If he wasn't born there, he was raised there, innit? I'm sorry, it's that deep. But anyways, what is it you do? Why have I invited you? What is your connection to music?
So my journey with music started from recording other MCs, then becoming an MC myself.
Yeah. KJ
then,
Piao!
Yeah, then trying the hand at producing, and then finding the hearing world, and then just going into the hearing world. So that's my
We're real back of it.
Yeah, sure.
So KJ is also the same person that made the second, but most predominantly known Riddla tag. Riddla Productions. And that came from a tune that I mixed initially for you, I think.
Yeah, that was a tune on one of your mixtapes, I think.
Yeah. I must have heard that part and said, yeah, cool. Let me hold that one.
Yeah.
Basically, literally. It's crazy. Get me? Don't ask me about no PRS and them things.
Yeah,
it's
no,
alright.
it's good.
Leave it there, fam. Leave it there, please. You get me? This is your promo. You get that?
That's good. I'm good with that. I'm happy with
We're
that.
good here, man. But no, the reason why I had to invite bro, is because like at one point I just thought to myself like, cool, I do music, but how much do I actually pay attention like when it comes to my ears and the health of my ears? Because that's the shit I be using all the time. I DJ. I'm out here exposing myself to loud noises, and I heard this whole thing about if you hear like a high-pitched thing after a night out, that's actually your frequency range shortening. Is that true?
Potentially, yeah.
All right, cool. So that's not a myth. Long thing. So, right. This guy, fam. You're just
one way to
fam.
protect
What do you
yours,
mean?
yeah.
So like, hearing all this stuff and me still exposing myself to it because I wasn't like I know anything. So I just thought whatever, man. Like I'm mixing. My mixer sound calm, I guess. So I'm all right, man. You get me?
Yeah.
I went to go see this guy at one point. Eventually, I thought, all right, cool. Like, let me actually find out for real, have the actual evidence behind it. So when anyone says anything, I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm dealing with, and I know how to maneuver forward. If there's something wrong, then let me actually work on it now, innit? But firstly, before I go into the whole my journey on getting to you, it's how did you go from making music to even becoming an audiologist? Like, what happened?
So the main thing for me was I actually was coming to London from Notts to become an audio engineer.
Okay.
And then I actually had a job role there.
Yeah.
Ended up having tinnitus, basically, at a point where it was affecting me listening to music, mixing music, being around speakers for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Well, in most cases, you can reduce it, but you can't necessarily get rid of it. So at the time, for me, it was bad. It was like I was hearing like a rumbling sound, like a washing machine kind of rumbling type sound. It was bad. So it just started getting to the point where I was like, what do I do? What's the best like way of protecting your ears? What causes it? So on and so forth. Went down the rabbit hole. Like I say, moved to London, trying to find work. I was like, what better way than to work for a hearing company and learn about stuff in that area. Worked on the reception area for a few months. They heard about like my background in audio engineering, that I had customer service background, that type of thing. And then, basically the district manager said to me, look, you could be an audiologist. So I'm thinking like, what's that? I don't know what that is. And I'm explaining to him, I've come here for my dreams to be
a rapper, man.
Yeah, basically.
I'm an audiologist.
And he's like, look into it, see what you think of it. So I've sat in the room, watched what an audiologist at the time's doing, and I'm realizing, hang on a second, so you're using frequency, you're understanding how frequency works, you're explaining to people how hearing works and everything like that, you're testing people's hearing, you're giving them peace of mind. And after that one little session of just watching and observing it, I was like, okay, let me give this a go. Did the course, did my degree in it, and then just learnt on the ropes. And I feel like it just kind of, I'm not going to say it's like my absolute calling, but it made sense for me
Yeah.
in so many areas: customer service, hearing, sound. I've always been into technology and understanding how the mind works and how sound works. So, yeah.
So with that journey, it took you to become an audiologist. But what I also learned is you're not even just like any basic audiologist. Like you're actually top of top.
So yeah, I mean,
Let's talk on that.
I've done all right. So
No.
In my first few years, like I've won a few like awards nationally for basically when you get hearing aids, it's a process. It's not just like getting glasses and people feeling like, oh yeah, I can see fine. It's a case that you get your hearing aid and you've got to be kind of coached into like re-listening and re-hearing things again. Yeah. So I've won a few awards for basically my approach in getting people through that journey.
Innovating and taking,
so
proper.
Yeah. So I did that and yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Just
Just
doing what I can. You know what I mean? Just doing what I can,
man.
honestly.
Where's the bomb, man? So, yeah. Personally, I think this is sick.
Celebrate with stuff like
No, 100%. Because for me, go on, jump on, fam.
why have you brought me here today?
Fam, why? What do you mean? Why? Which stage you on?
My job is pointless.
No. Don't do that. Don't do.
No, I'm not changing the world. I'm not changing the world. Not yet, man. We need more
Hey,
of us.
don't worry. Don't do that, man. I hear you, bro. But don't worry. You're good as well, man.
So yeah, like I said, I did that in London for quite some years, and then obviously COVID hit. Yeah. And like my life changed as well as everyone else's, and it was a case where I had my first child.
Come on, congrats. Well, you got more than one now, so it's still congrats.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Come on.
So that obviously changed my perspective on life, and I was like, right, I need to like bring back what I've learned 2 knots and just give it a go at starting my own business.
Come on.
And then it's 2.5 years in, and we're growing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Independent as well. Yeah. Come on.
Man.
Get me. It's got a nice little store and that. I must have gone there.
Yeah.
And the maddest thing I didn't wear. I was like, where is it? But you know, he's got like his face on the thingy. So I was like, yeah. I'm at the right. So you get me?
Yeah, this ain't
proper,
people know,
man.
like,
Yeah, man.
You know?
How many black audiologists do you know, fam? You get what I'm saying?
Man.
It was lit. Couple findings when I actually. So initially I was like, oh, man's just gonna check my ears and make sure they're clean, kind of thing. Because me and you had this conversation earlier in it. It was a thing where I felt like my left hearing weren't as good as my right.
Yeah.
So I thought like, cool, my ears must be clogged up. Let me just get it cleaned out. Boom, we're good. And I was so excited to go home, and like listen. Yeah, just hear the difference. I thought,
yeah.
I'm on top now. You get me? All my mixes are on point now. Turns out my ears are clean. So I was like, okay, cool. So I just keep. What are we doing now? He was just kind of like, do you know what? Let's at least do a hearing test. Like, let's see what range you can hear and whatnot. So man found out, man's got some super hearing at certain ranges, you get me? So from my understanding, around the 4K range.
Yeah, that's right.
Get me?
Yeah. I was going to change his name to 4K range.
4K. Come on.
We got 8K now. So.
Yeah. So let me just relax, you get me? Even when I said act, he was like, no. But yeah, so what ended up being is the fact that, yes, I can hear pretty well around the 4K range, but for my left ear, it's not as good.
Yeah.
I'm still good, but it was a bit different. So I guess the difference I was hearing was literally just that. Now, the man's like, well, musicians were probably like, oh, sick, we understand what we're saying. But just to put it down for me, what that gave me was the thought of that, all right, cool. When I'm now mixing,
exactly,
let me like relax around that, because that's me just being a bit hypersonic on that range. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And also my panning now, I'm a bit more careful. Do you get me? Because now I'm like, you can bump it a bit more to the left, fam. It's just, you're not hearing it like that.
What you have to do though? Sometimes you have to mix with your eyes.
Yes.
Yep. Because you know how some engineers are like, oh, it's always better to mix. Shut up, fam. You don't know your hearing. You're not me.
Yeah. That's reception-based, mate.
I've gone there. I've gone to the mountains. Man's really gone to the mountains and I came back with information. You man just came with the same flow. Allow it. Come on, man. Ready?
Hey, relax. I ain't been either, bro. Chill.
We can arrange it. We're getting sorted.
We're inside. Come on, man. Not even you, fam.
I just realised, bro, I'm getting shot.
There's big MCs that said they went to the mountains, man. Allow it. It's calm. What did that do? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But so my point is this, I also wanted to jump on to promote this.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, firstly, your story is deeper. And even when it comes to like making sure your ears are healthy, because I'll be real, I do not know a single person that can come to you, yo, Riddz, man's got my ears checked, you know, like, no.
Yeah, but that's the thing, it's
Like,
not promoted like
and
that.
we're
like
musicians, you know, these ears of
not out
ours. Bro.
This is the thing.
I think the only person I might be wrong. I think it's Maximum, but he's
a DJ. Yeah.
At festivals.
Yeah.
This is it. If someone's had like tinnitus or they've had a blockage of
they'll
wax,
know.
if they have a reason to
Then
walk
they
through the
go.
door, they
Yeah.
still
Late sometimes.
Exactly.
Right,
So,
you get it.
yeah.
And also earpieces, for all
Yeah.
you musicians out there. The custom earpieces and whatnot, if you need them.
Custom noise plugs, swimming
All that-
plugs,
that.
sleeping plugs.
Sleeping plugs.
Yeah.
Have you? I don't know if I should say this off air or on air.
Say it on air. Come on,
No,
this
go
is
for
us.
it.
This is Rolling with Riddz.
Have you ever thought about like?
Oh no, off here. Yeah, off here.
See.
Blood clot! Hey!
Can we delete that bit? Can we delete that bit?
Yo! I can't lie, we can't.
Matt, you might have to mute that part.
Yeah, we'll have to mute that one.
Still.
We'll mute that.
You heard it live, you're lucky.
Yeah, we'll mute
I'm
it.
glad you even thought as well. The thought that you thought about.
Alright, say
Like, oh.
less. But see what I'm saying? Like-minded people where we can all come
Exactly.
together and come with this kind of shit. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
This is what
That's
it's
what
really
it's
about.
about.
Imagine
This is what it's about.
Yeah, but let me, I was just
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say,
Relax,
we'll
man.
talk.
Get me? But so, like we said, most people end up going for these hearing tests or getting their ears checked when it's too late. Can we or can you help us understand that, bro? This is deeper than just doing it when it's too late.
Well, we just got to go back to the same phrase that we all know: prevention is better than cure. At the end of the day, so
Yeah.
My whole thing is, I'll be honest. Like when I was a kid, my mum used to always say, "Don't put cotton buds in your ears." I was
Okay,
putting
cool.
cotton buds in my ears. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like even the tinnitus could have been self-inflicted. So
Oh,
I had to
okay.
learn the hard way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all I can say is like that. Even if people don't come to me, but if you want to come to me, it's Feel Clear Hearing in Nottingham.
Come on.
But even if people don't come to me, there's plenty of places out there you can get your hearing checked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that case of obviously putting your best foot forward.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm all about being the change you want to see. Do you know what I mean? So it's not commercialized out there. I see that it's a niche. I see it's something, like you say, that's important to musicians and people who just want to like look after their health in general. So it's an avenue that I think everyone should do at least every 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5. Okay, cool.
How, like, with you saying you got it, how bad is it now? With
Like right now, I can't hear it, but like most days, I hear it to a certain degree.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not like it was in the first few years.
Yeah.
First few years, that
Very
was
unbearable.
spiraling me. Like,
yeah.
that was like, okay.
My mind can't get around that part.
Exactly. Yeah, that
I'm saying?
bit was like, I've even said to my clients, I'm like, look, I've had times where I've thought to myself when it was like bad, like I'd rather like lose some of my sight and be like near blind to lose my hearing. 'Cause the way I
Swear.
feel about sound
Yeah,
and my
yeah,
passion
yeah.
for music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
It's a slap
it
in the
was-
face constantly.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
It's like a painter losing the eyes.
Yeah. There was something interesting you said when I came to the clinic. You was like, you said set people don't want their earpieces because they don't want to hear the world.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Because they're walking around really with like a low pass filter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and they enjoy that. Like it's softer. They can choose when they want to hear people.
Right.
I get it. I
And I guess
understand that.
if you've adapted to living like that,
Yeah.
you might think, you know what?
Yeah.
I find peace in certain parts.
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
the
and I
world.
get that definitely.
And it's mad because I don't want to say I hear it because sometimes I don't want to see the world. Because for everyone that don't know, I got bad eyesight. I wear contacts or I wear glasses, innit? But for instance, when I'm in the gym, I really enjoy the fact I can't see. Like,
Yo, man, when you drop a weight on your foot,
bro, I'm not that blind, fam. I will still be able to see that kind of stuff. The point is, I don't see people's faces staring at me.
I know what you
fam.
mean.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if I'm walking through a busy area and I really just want to go from A to B, and I know that these are my ends, so it's like,
Well, that's it. It's
I
when
can't see it.
it's that thing of like if you want to be aware and be around,
Yes.
like, aware of your surroundings around you, be like engaging with conversation,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
not miss things, flow with conversation.
It'll
Then
be sick if
the
we
better thing
could
to do.
dial this stuff in as humans. Let me just feel.
Yeah, like naturally, be like, shut up.
yeah.
Let me dim my eye for a bit.
Yeah.
But we're probably gonna need all that, you know what I mean? There's gonna
Boy,
be too much
get-
distractions out there in the future. So, yeah, it's-
I'm having a business idea.
Yeah, you need to relax, though. You're saying a lot of stuff. But, yeah, these are all important things. And
for sure, man.
as much as, like, when I initially went, I had the complete idea of, my man's going to get my ears cleaned and then, boom, I'm going to be the best producer in the world. And I came out with something even more beneficial for me, I would say. that peace of mind, yeah. That raw, like Riddz, you're calm, you're good, like. Just carry on doing what you're doing. Because me, I'll be honest, I don't really have much of I wouldn't call it a routine. Because I don't know how often you're meant to clean your ears out. Like, I don't know.
Well, the thing is,
anything.
even from a cleaning ears thing, that just should be just natural, like self-cleaning. That's the way it should work. So if it ain't working that way, you see a specialist, you see an audiologist.
Okay.
You know what I mean? At least, at the very least, go to your doctor and just have them look in your ears.
There you go.
That's it. But don't be sticking things in and doing what I did.
Right.
Learning the hard way.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Leave your ears alone. You ain't got to do too much. But what about them? I don't know what they're called. You know that liquid stuff you can buy and then you put it in there. It's meant to like dissolve the wax and.
So there's certain brands like that which I personally would say not to use.
Yeah.
Because it can make like wax sticky, and then it's just like if it doesn't work, then it's going to be harder for us as practitioners to get the wax out for you.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I would just say olive oil, almond oil, or just see a specialist. Simple as.
Olive oil.
Yeah. Olive oil will at least soften it. So won't necessarily get rid of it, but
You got olive oil.
yeah.
Sick.
So hopefully that's a little bit of information just about hearing and
this
context
vital
of like
stuff.
what brought me into the journey myself. Because I honestly I was a bit ignorant to it myself. Like even when I was working on the reception, I didn't think about what was happening behind closed doors with these clients.
Yeah.
I was just checking people and checking them out and just talking with them.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But then once I actually seen it for myself, and I'm like you pointed out, really, it's like it is in a sense audio engineering, but visually. Because even when I'm programming hearing aids, I don't hear what they hear. I'll test their hearing, and then I'll program their hearing aid.
And make up for the...
And then they may come back to me and say, it's really harsh and sharp. I don't like the sound of it. What can you do? So I might obviously roll off the
when you
high
mix...
end
Like when we do mixes
like
for a client.
His EQing levels must be crazy.
Bro, I love EQing. That's my thing.
Are you
That's why I was like, I like
sick.
this.
So...
I'm coming to you with my album, bro.
You get it? So you see when we're here reviewing the music and my man said the mix was too harsh, yeah? Take it in. It's coming from a real specialist. Yeah? Come on, man. Hey, this is sick.
But yeah, I've always got a lot to learn myself. You know what I mean? I'm learning the ropes just like everyone else. But yeah, I enjoy what I do, and I just want more people to be aware of it more than anything. So yeah.
With that said, though, like, is there still like a career for you in music? Is there anything you're still involved in music?
You know what? I'm at a point now with music where I just want to have fun. Like,
beautiful.
More than anything. Like, I've done that whole journey of trying to, like, not chase the industry, but want to be accepted in the industry and almost, like, doing certain things in the, I don't know, let's say, for example, someone sending me a beat that I don't really like, but they're mixing the beat just because I'm thinking, that might get me closer to where I want to be in the industry. And I'll be honest, since leaving all that behind, I don't want to go back to that like that. So
quickly, ask me why I brought you here,
obviously I'll get some context because I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry, my guy. Don't worry.
But what I will say is, like, musically, I'm here to have fun, connect with people.
Come on.
And then, like I say, if something comes from it, something comes from it. But yeah, man.
I can't lie. I think that's the way to make the best music.
100%.
Exactly that.
100%.
So yeah.
100%.